Okay, let's get into your reading, Gemini. If you are seeing this right now, if you clicked on this, not scrolling past it, this is for you. I manifested this reading to only find the people it was actually meant for, with real intention behind it. And you are here. So it is for you. Drop a comment right now and say, I am so wealthy. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Okay, let's go all the way in. And I have to tell you something important. You are going to find yourself wealthy in every single area of your life. Be prepared. Every area is going to grow in ways for the best, in ways you can't even fully imagine yet. There are billions of people on this planet, and not everyone is going to see this reading because it genuinely isn't for everyone. If you found this, you found it for a reason, and that reason is simply this. You are the one this was meant for, out of every single person who could have scrolled right past it. And I want to be honest with you before we go into the cards. Some of you have a small, quiet voice right now, saying this doesn't happen to me, or you've heard promises like this before. I want to address that voice directly. Honestly, it's not wisdom. It's a pattern built from past disappointment, trying to protect you from hoping and being let down again. Just for the length of this reading, set it aside and let what's actually coming land clearly. Okay, one oracle card for the energy. Everything in your life is about to accelerate like a rocket taking off. And your guides led with this because they want you to genuinely feel the speed of it, because that speed itself carries a message worth paying attention to. Not slow, gradual growth, acceleration, everything moving faster than you're currently used to in your daily life, the kind of speed that makes you stop and actually notice it happening. This wealth isn't a temporary windfall. It's the kind that outlasts you, that gets passed down, that changes the trajectory of your whole family line for years and years to come, further than you can currently even picture. You will be able to spend, invest, and give freely, and it will keep circulating rather than running dry the moment you touch it. The way real, healthy abundance always moves. And wealth here isn't only money, it's peace, genuine deep rest, the specific quality of life that comes from not constantly worrying about whether there's enough, a quality of life that you'll feel settle into your whole body. The Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Star, the Sun, the World, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Empress, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, the Six of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, 18 cards. And I want to take real unhurried time with every single one, because together they carry the full weight of this reading. The Seven of Pentacles first. And this is patient, steady growth finally paying off. A farmer looking at what they've grown over real time. This card confirms the effort you've already put in was never wasted. It was simply waiting for the right moment to finally be properly compensated. Think about the projects you poured yourself into that didn't seem to go anywhere at the time. None of that disappeared into nothing. It's been sitting quietly accumulating value. And the Page of Pentacles, and this is you becoming a genuine high achiever. Someone in the top tier of real, tangible wealth. This page carries young, earnest energy, genuinely capable, genuinely ready to rise into real mastery. You'll be someone who can spend how you like, splurge, invest, save, give it away if you want, and still find it replenishes. And the Chariot, and this is victory, momentum, things working out without force. The Chariot doesn't fight for its win. It simply moves forward, confident, unstoppable, pulling everything toward where it's headed. And the Queen of Swords, and this is your own clarity and authority, fully intact, impossible to fool. This queen does not confuse the story she's being told with the truth she can feel. And that clarity is exactly what earns people's genuine respect. People around you will stand up straighter. They'll know they can't walk all over you, can't lie to you, can't overdo things toward you without you noticing. And the Nine of Cups, and this is wishes fulfilled, genuinely, completely. This card does not appear for small wishes. It appears for the big ones you almost stopped letting yourself want at all. Your wishes, your dreams are literally granted here, not partially, not with conditions. And the Ten of Pentacles, and this is generational wealth, family, loyalty, real lasting security. The kind of foundation that outlasts one lifetime, that gets passed down, told as a story for years afterward. There's real friends here, real family, real loyalty, happiness, joy, genuine fulfillment, all wrapped together. And the Star, and this confirms every quiet hope you had was right to exist. Every time you almost gave up believing this could happen and felt a small flicker of hope anyway, the Star confirms you were right. Every single time you almost gave up. And the Sun, and this is pure, uncomplicated joy without a hidden catch. The Sun does not close readings heading somewhere hard. It closes readings heading somewhere genuinely good. This brings joy, real felt embodied joy, the kind that fills your chest, the kind you feel in your whole body and the world. And this closes on completion, a whole new chapter, full and whole. The world doesn't show up for small developments. It shows up when an entire era is genuinely wrapping up, making room for something completely, fully new. And the Ace of Pentacles, and this is the real, tangible beginning of this wealth. A concrete opportunity, a real door opening in the physical world, not just a feeling passing through your mind. The hand extending from the cloud offers something you can actually hold, weigh, use. This is not abstract hope. And the King of Pentacles, and this is real financial mastery, steady stewardship of what's arriving. Someone who doesn't just receive wealth, but knows how to build with it, make it last and genuinely grow. And the Empress, and this is abundance itself, overflowing, generous, never scarce. The Empress gives until the garden overflows, until there's more than enough for everyone around her too. And the Ace of Cups, and this is the emotional dimension of this wealth, a fresh overflowing beginning, not just material, genuinely felt, because the money alone was never the whole story. This card confirms the wealth arrives alongside a deeper, settled happiness in every other part of your life too. And the Two of Pentacles, and this is the graceful balance right before it all fully lands, managing what you have now with what's about to arrive. This card confirms you're handling the in-between moment with more grace than you probably give yourself credit for, and judgment. And this is the true turning point, rising into a completely new understanding of what your life is actually capable of holding. Like finally waking up from a version of your life that was always too small for you, a version you're not going back to. And the Wheel of Fortune, and this is destiny in motion, the cosmic mechanism that governs timing, clicking into gear specifically for you in this exact moment. You could not have stopped this if you tried. This is the universe saying it's your time. And the Magician. And this closes the tarot spread on real manifestation. Every tool already on the table. Nothing missing. Nothing still needing to be gathered. Everything required for this to work is already in place. Notice the Magician's stance. One hand pointing up toward the sky, one hand pointing down toward the earth. Spiritual intention meeting grounded physical action. And the Six of Pentacles, drawn alongside it, confirms the balance of giving and receiving finally tipping in your favor, resources flowing toward you after a long season of giving more than you received back. And the Lovers, and this confirms a soul-level alignment between you and this new chapter of wealth, a choosing that goes beyond surface-level luck. The Lovers represent conscious choice, not accident. And this connection between you and this abundance was never random to begin with. And the Three of Pentacles, and this is recognition. Your work, your skill, finally being seen and valued by the people positioned to compensate you properly for it. A figure in this card presents their work to two others reviewing it carefully, and that careful review ends in approval, finally, after a long wait. And the Eight of Pentacles, and this closes the tarot spread on mastery. All the quiet, unglamorous hours of skill building finally converting into real, tangible reward you can actually hold. This card shows a craftsman focused entirely on their work, not distracted by outside noise, not rushing. And that same focused devotion is exactly what's finally paying off. And I want to add one more layer here before we move into the tea leaves, one more thing that matters. Because a reading like this can feel abstract. Cards, symbols, energy. And I want to ground it in something practical. What this actually looks like day to day once it begins is simple. A specific opportunity that seems to genuinely come from nowhere. People treating you noticeably differently. A growing sense of ease where there used to be tension settling in gradually rather than all at once, the way warmth fills a cold room. And I also want to say, this isn't going to erase every challenge instantly, like flipping a switch. Real wealth, real security, still requires you to make good decisions along the way, steadily, with real intention, one choice at a time. But the foundation underneath it is going to be solid. And solid is what makes the rest possible. Okay, tea leaf cards. 13 of them. First tea leaf card. There is one small decision coming that determines how fast this multiplies. Your guides want to give you something practical before the rest of these. There is a decision point coming, small, maybe easy to overlook, where you choose either to play it safe or say yes to what's in front of you. Lean toward yes when that moment arrives. First tea leaf card. The specific moment you'll realize this is really happening. Sudden. Undeniable. A moment where the pieces click into place all at once. A phone call or a message you weren't expecting on a day that started like any other. Next tea leaf card. What you'll do in the first hour after it happens. Disbelief first. Sitting quietly, maybe rereading something twice, letting it actually sink in before telling anyone else, giving yourself that private moment first. Next tea leaf card. Who you'll want to tell first? Someone who's genuinely been there for you, who deserves to hear it straight from you before anyone else finds out. Next tea leaf card. What you need to release before receiving this fully, release the scarcity bracing. Release the waiting for a catch. This abundance does not come with a hidden expiration date anywhere attached to it. Next tea leaf card. The specific habit that helps this actually last: staying grounded, staying connected to your values, not letting the number become the whole story of who you actually are, no matter how large that number eventually grows. Next tea leaf card. What this makes possible for someone else in your life, someone you love gets to breathe easier too, because of what you're able to do for them. And because of who you're becoming in the process, someone who can finally show up fully for the people she loves. Next tea leaf card. A small sign that arrives before the bigger version lands, something small first, a small unexpected win, a moment that feels oddly significant, almost too small to mention out loud, but significant enough to make you pause. Next tea leaf card. The version of your life a year from now, settled, secure, the old financial anxiety feeling like a distant memory, one you can barely recall the texture of anymore, the way an old fear eventually fades into the background of memory. Next tea leaf card. The exact feeling in your chest the moment you realize this is real. Not panic, not overwhelm, a kind of expansive lightness. The feeling of a held breath finally being let all the way out. Next tea leaf card. The one worry that dissolves completely and never comes back. There's one specific worry you've carried for a long time that simply stops existing after this. Not reduced. Gone. Next tea leaf card. The specific quality that makes people trust you more once this arrives. It's not the money itself that earns people's trust. It's the steadiness you carry once you're no longer anxious about survival. A groundedness that's genuinely hard to fake. Next tea leaf card. How this ripples into your relationships beyond just money. Friendships that were strained by financial stress start to ease. Conversations that used to feel tense become simple again, without the underlying worry coloring every interaction. Next tea leaf card. What surprises you most about how this all unfolds? And your guides want you to know the biggest surprise isn't the wealth itself, it's how little you end up needing it to prove anything. You expected this to feel enormous, life-changing in a dramatic way. Instead, it feels almost quiet, settled, simply right. Next tea leaf card. The specific gift this brings that you didn't know you needed, and your guides are showing me something unexpected arriving alongside the wealth itself, a sense of purpose, a renewed creativity, a part of you waking back up that had gone quiet. Next tea leaf card. The specific place or setting where things start to visibly shift, and your guides are showing me a place, not necessarily dramatic, somewhere ordinary, somewhere you go often, where you'll notice clearly that something has genuinely changed in a way you won't be able to unnotice. Next tea leaf card. How your daily routine subtly shifts once this settles in, and your guides want you to notice the small, practical changes. Less time spent worrying about bills, more time spent actually enjoying your days, noticing small, beautiful things you used to rush past. Next tea leaf card. The moment you stop needing anyone else's permission to believe this, and your guides are showing me a genuinely real turning point. Not when someone else finally agrees with you, but the moment you stop needing them to. A quiet, internal decision to believe it anyway. Next tea leaf card. who you'll want to call first and why. And your guides are showing me the first call you make, not the person you'd expect to impress. Someone who has genuinely been there for you, someone who deserves to hear it straight from you before anyone else finds out. Next tea leaf card, the small decision that speeds this up rather than delaying it. And your guides want you watching for a specific moment where you're offered something that feels slightly bigger than you're used to saying yes to. And their guidance is simple. Say yes anyway. That single decision moves the timeline considerably faster than hesitating would. And the last tea leaf card, you receiving this fully without guilt, without bracing. And your guides ended here because this is the image they want you holding, you receiving this fully, simply because you are worthy of it. Not because you performed enough, simply because you always were. Okay, before we close the tea leaves entirely, I want to add 3 final ones because your guides had more to say. One more tea leaf card. The specific comment or reaction that tells you this is really happening, and your guides are showing me a specific moment, a comment from someone in your circle, an offhand remark, something small that confirms what you already felt was happening, landing almost casually, the way the most significant confirmations often do. One more tea leaf card. How quickly this moves once it truly begins. And your guides want you prepared for the pace. This doesn't linger in an uncertain, undefined stage for long. It moves fast, faster than you're currently expecting. The kind of fast that makes you double check whether it's actually real. One more tea leaf card. The specific transformation you're going through right now, even if it doesn't feel like wealth yet, and your guides want you to honor the process you're in right now with real compassion for yourself. Wherever your finances feel uncertain today, that discomfort is part of a real, necessary transformation, not a permanent state. The caterpillar in its cocoon has no idea what's happening to it either, and it still becomes something entirely new. You are going through this same growth right now, whether it feels like it or not. One final tea leaf card. You, 1 year from today, looking back at this exact reading, and your guides want you to imagine this moment. 1 year from today, finding this video again, rewatching it, and recognizing every single thing that came true, maybe even tearing up a little at how far you've come since today. Next tea leaf card. What it feels like in your body the first time you truly relax about money. And your guides want you to notice this specific physical shift. Your shoulders will actually sit differently. Your breath will come easier, deeper. The specific tension you've carried in your chest and stomach for a long time around money will simply start to release, the way a muscle finally unclenches after being tight for far too long. And truly, the very last tea leaf card, the protection you'll feel around your own decisions from here forward. And your guides want you to know something reassuring. If you're ever drawn toward a decision that could hurt you financially, you'll find yourself naturally, gently redirected, distracted by something else, losing interest before it costs you anything real. The way your attention just happens to drift elsewhere at exactly the right moment. Trust that instinct when it shows up. Okay, before the final message, I want to walk you through what actually sustains this once it arrives. The first thing is not touching it out of panic, not rushing to prove to yourself it's real. Sit with it first. Let it settle. Let your nervous system actually catch up to what has happened before you make major decisions with it. The second thing is choosing at least one person to be genuinely honest with. Not everyone. Not broadcasting it. One trusted person who can help you think clearly as you figure out what comes next. Someone who won't treat you differently because of it. And the third thing, the one your guides emphasize most of all, is remembering the version of you who existed before any of this. She worked hard. She stayed kind even when things were tight. She kept believing, even on the days it felt foolish to. And she is the one this is actually happening to, the same person finally given the resources to match the size of her own heart. And I also want to answer something before the final message. Why you? Out of everyone who could be watching this reading, why does this land on your life specifically? Your guides want you to know this isn't random luck landing on someone who did nothing at all, with no effort behind it whatsoever. Your guides have been watching the way you've handled hard seasons, the integrity you kept, the effort you kept putting in even when the results weren't showing up yet. The way you didn't become bitter or give up entirely, even when it would have been understandable to, even when no one would have blamed you for doing so. That pattern is exactly what qualifies someone for a shift of this size. I also want to remind you that you don't need a guarantee before you let yourself hope for this. Some of you have learned to only hope once something is already certain. As a form of self-protection, let this be an exception. Hope now, before the proof fully arrives, because the proof is coming, and you deserve to feel the anticipation of it rather than just the relief afterward. Okay, final message from your guides. Just one. Open your hands. This is coming, and it is coming at the scale promised. Open your hands. That's the instruction. One instruction. Just that. Because the Seven of Pentacles confirmed the growth, and the Ten of Pentacles confirmed the generational scale, and the Ace of Pentacles confirmed the tangible beginning, and Judgment confirmed the true turning point, and the Star confirmed every quiet hope was right. So open your hands and let it reach you exactly the way it's meant to land. Not the way you'd script it, simply the way it's actually arriving for you. And I want to add one more thing before we move into the closing. The wealth coming your way is going to feel genuinely replenishing in a way that surprises you. You'll be able to spend, invest, save, and give it away. And instead of watching the number shrink and stay shrunk, you'll watch it settle back into a steady flow. And beyond the money itself, you'll find communication with the people around you improves too. People bring things to the table honestly. They're kind to you. They're truthful. There's real, genuine respect in every exchange instead of you having to run, beg, plead, or chase for things to simply work out. There's a real sense of harmony here, of balance, of feeling your best, looking your best, doing your best, with people around you genuinely wanting you to win instead of wanting to take something away from you. Okay, to bring this home, only future millionaires are seeing this today, and the cards showed us everything. Your guides told us why you specifically are receiving this message today, and that this is the reading you were meant to find, that everything in your life is about to accelerate like a rocket taking off, that this wealth lasts for generations, that you'll spend, invest, and give freely, and it will keep circulating like a steady flow rather than shrinking away, that wealth includes peace, not just money, that people will start treating you with real respect, honesty, and kindness, that things work out without you needing to run, beg, plead, or chase, that a small sign arrives before the bigger version lands, that you don't need anyone's permission to believe this, that a specific place will hold the memory of when things visibly shifted, that your daily routine quietly transforms once this settles in, that a specific quality of steadiness, more than the money itself, is what earns people's genuine trust, that there's one small decision that speeds this up rather than delaying it, that you'll be surprised by how quiet and settled this actually feels, rather than dramatic, and that a specific gift arrives alongside the wealth that you didn't know you needed. The Seven of Pentacles showed patient growth finally paying off, effort that was never wasted. The Page of Pentacles showed you becoming a genuine high achiever. The Chariot showed victory without force. The Queen of Swords showed your own clarity and authority, commanding real respect. The Nine of Cups showed wishes genuinely, literally fulfilled. The Ten of Pentacles showed generational wealth, real friends, real family, real loyalty. The Star confirmed every quiet hope was right every single time. The Sun showed pure joy that fills your whole body. The world closed on complete new beginnings, making room for something fully new. The Ace of Pentacles showed the tangible beginning arriving in the real physical world. The King of Pentacles showed real financial mastery. The Empress showed overflowing abundance. The Ace of Cups showed emotional fullness alongside the material. The Two of Pentacles showed graceful balance and how far you've genuinely come. Judgment showed the true turning point, a version of your life you're not going back to. The Wheel of Fortune confirmed destiny already in motion right now in this exact moment. The Lovers confirmed the soul-level nature of this connection to abundance. The Three of Pentacles showed real recognition, finally approved after a long wait. The Eight of Pentacles showed the focused devotion finally paying off. And the Magician and Six of Pentacles closed the spread on manifestation and the scales finally tipping in your favor. And one more thing before the final message. A reading like this can sometimes feel almost too big to take in all at once. I genuinely understand that. So I want you to hold on to just one simple thing from everything we've covered today. You are worthy of this exactly as you are right now, before any of it even arrives. The wealth doesn't make you worthy. You were always worthy. The wealth simply catches up to what was already true, the way a label eventually catches up to what was already inside the box. One instruction: open your hands. This is coming. And it is coming at the scale promised today. Claim this, loves. Drop a comment and say, I am so wealthy, and I open my hands and I receive this fully. Because every word of that is true. Save this, share it today, and come back and tell me how it arrived. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment, and tell me what hit hardest. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. And one last thing before you go. You did not stumble onto this reading by accident. Something pulled you here on this exact day, at this exact hour, to hear these exact words. That's not coincidence. That's your own guides making sure you didn't miss this moment. Whatever form this takes, whenever it lands, you are not the same person who started watching this video today. Something in you already knows this is real. Trust it, even if the logical part of your mind is still catching up. Carry that. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.